it is, but I feel like women have a lot of control. Like, I feel like we give men more credit than they deserve.
Okay, talk about that. Like, what you mean? No, because I feel I can see where you're going with it.
I would say, like, we let them control the dating scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's their way or the highway. Like, we're trying to please them. We're all competing for this man. We're all trying to cook clean and bend it over and all this stuff for this man, and he hasn't earned that.
Right,
But then we be like, oh, that man ain't shit, or he a fuck nigga. But really, like, if he got 5 girls, just put yourself in that predicament. If you had 5 dudes doing spending money, doing all these things for you, would you cut off all 5 dudes? Probably not. So, like, if women were dating 5 men and they all gave us all the perks that we wanted, we wouldn't cut them off. But as women, we all do that. Yeah. We don't let that man, like, court us and earn that. We just kind of give that away. And then we be like, oh, you know, he's a fuck nigga, or he that. But really, women, we have the power. We just don't use it.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? I'm Leck, and this is another episode of Ode to Black Love podcast. Before we get started today, make sure you like, follow, and or subscribe to us on all social media platforms. That's at Ode to Black Love on Instagram and TikTok, and then that's Ode to Black Love podcast on Facebook and YouTube. Also, be sure you head over to odetobblacklove.com to purchase your merch today. As you can see, Rikiyah has on a lovely Ode to Black Love shirt, and then we have another shirt available. So make sure you head over to our website to purchase your merch today. Now that that's out the way, as y'all can see, this episode is a little bit different. This is actually part 2 of our single series. So today I am sitting down with 3 beautiful women to discuss what it's like dating in today's day and age, because clearly I have no idea. I've been with Jeremy for about 7 years now. So we really want to know, like, what's it like from a woman's perspective to date. So as y'all know, last week's episode featured, men. And so this week we want to get what the women... we don't have to cut that. But we want to get what the women's perspective is. So we'll go ahead and let y'all introduce yourselves. So we'll start with you, Rikiyah. Go ahead and give us your name, your age, and any social medias that you want to plug.
Okay. Well, my name is Rikiyah, and I'm 25.
Okay. No social medias. That's fair.
Hi, my name is Tiaunna. I'm 24. Instagram is at Tiaunna Divine.
Okay.
I'm Coriel, owner of Her Decor Studios. Her Decor Studios on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. And I am 27 years young.
Okay, I know that's right. 27 years young. Okay, so y'all, we just gonna jump right into it. Let's just talk. So before we get started, I want to make sure, is everybody here single? Because I have questions.
Happily.
Yeah.
Okay, happily single. Okay. So what would y'all say it's like dating today? Like, in today's world, how is it to be single and dating?
I would say it's very intriguing.
Okay.
It's intriguing and adventurous.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say it's fun.
Okay.
I probably can't even spell dating.
So are you not dating really right now, Rikiyah?
No.
Okay, so do you want to date? Do y'all want to date right now? Or like, I guess how y'all feel about it?
I just let it happen.
Okay.
I just let it happen. Whoever comes along and I feel like I want to try you, then I may go on a few dates.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Yeah. Okay. What you think? Like, why you not dating?
Nobody's came along. That's just like, oh, let's go on a date.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So how long it's been since you dated?
So, like, going on a date or been dating?
Dating.
Okay. Probably never. Will we count it as dating? No.
They wasn't dates.
Right.
We're friends.
Okay, so, but you went on, when's the last time you've been on a date?
It's been over a year.
Okay.
So,
that's peaceful.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
At first it was cool, but now no. But
it gets
I
lonely.
don't know.
Yeah,
it's lonely, but I feel like I've grown and understand myself.
Yeah, you
more.
find yourself.
Yeah.
I think when it's time, I'll be more prepared as if I were earlier this year.
So what would y'all say, like, the biggest downside to dating is? Like, what have y'all experienced?
The lonely side of it.
Yeah.
Like, it gets lonely. But like you say, you finding yourself within time, so.
I think it's just dealing with different type of personalities for me.
That too.
Yeah.
Different.
Okay, whatever. So when it comes to dealing with different personalities, like how do you maneuver that? And do y'all date multiple people at like a time? Like how does that go?
So I do date multiple people at a time. It's just my preference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the way I handle them all the same. And whichever fall, you know?
Period.
Same.
Yeah.
Multiple. Different ages, different, looks, heights. Gotta try.
Yeah, just see what it's talking about. Yeah. So what would y'all say, like, the biggest, or what's the greatest part about, like, dating and being single right now? I know y'all mentioned, like, finding yourself.
For me, yeah, it's finding myself. It's just having fun. I don't really take it too serious. It's real casual. Let's get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I figure out what I like, what I don't like. And then I just love that I can just cut somebody off.
Yep.
And it's it's no hard feelings.
Yeah.
Just, all right, well, bye.
Don't get too attached.
Yeah. Is that hard, not getting attached?
Yeah and no. Because if you start liking that person, then it's like, okay. Then when it don't work out, like,
It hurt a little bit. Yeah. What would you say, Rikiyah?
I would say, I guess from my perspective, I don't have to deal with any of that because there's nobody there. But
she's not dating.
I have the freedom of just doing. I don't have to check in or try to talk to somebody and tell them what I'm doing. So that's nice. And then independence.
So have y'all ever dated someone that you like weren't really attracted to, or like maybe you were attracted to but didn't really like their personality? And like, what do you do in situations like that? Do you keep going to try to find something?
No.
Y'all just cut it off.
Cut it off.
Okay.
You show me signs that I'm not really into.
Yeah.
Gotta go. Because I'm not gonna waste my time if I don't like you.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, Tiaunna?
I think for me, it's kind of mixed. I haven't came across somebody that has the whole package. So either they have a good personality and they not my type, or they my type and then they a fuckboy.
Yeah.
So it's like, I kind of just have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so when y'all run into those situations, is it a snip, cut off, ghost, or is it like a, bro, I'm not feeling you? Because I know back in my day, I did go, and this was a long time ago, obviously, 7 years, but I didn't care about ghosting people. Like, I didn't care about villains, but I know, like, as we get older, that's something we're more cognizant of, so.
Yeah.
Y'all ghost people?
It depends. I might ghost you. I might tell you what's up. It really just depends. It do.
What does it depend on, like, how much you like them?
Yeah, like how far in we are into it. But if we like only been talking for like 2 weeks, I don't care about it. If I
ain't got no feelings.
Bye.
I like the ghosting. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Oh, you don't ghost?
And so
she does ghost. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I do. So I'm saying, like, instead of like, okay, this is not working out, let's just kind of let this conversation die.
Yeah, and hope that they don't respond. Yeah. And if they do, what?
He keep blowing you up. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And you respond?
No, that's what I'm saying. You just don't.
You just don't respond.
Sometimes, okay, I will respond if I've had some alcohol.
Oh, Lord.
Alcohol, then
all right.
So if you had time to respond, you respond.
Yeah, just don't.
Okay, so Tiaunna, how do you feel about ghosting?
I'm a mixture. Sometimes I go, sometimes I don't. If they ask for a reason, then I give them the reason. But if they don't ask and we haven't talked, then I kind of just let it fade out.
Yeah. And then, like, you ghost them and then you see them out somewhere. They be like, why you ain't text me back? Sorry.
Yeah,
I gotta explain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now I gotta explain.
So do you actually explain to them, or do you feel?
Like it wasn't for me. You weren't for me. Not feeling it.
Okay. I feel so bad telling somebody that.
I wouldn't.
Why?
But you would you don't feel bad about ghosting, right? Or you feel less bad, right?
Yes, because I feel like if we're not talking, then somebody's going to get the point that this is over. But
like, so how would you feel if someone was to ghost you?
I was just about to ask, how do y'all feel about being ghosted? And have y'all been ghosted? Start with you.
Yeah. And it don't bother me. Because I feel like you're going to hurt my feelings if you try to be like, all right, I don't like you. And I'm like,
that's letting me know. You
okay.
Listen with me.
So have y'all been ghosted before?
Yeah.
And you were okay with it? You preferred that method?
Yeah, I don't remember me being ghosted if I
I'm
had.
trying to think. I don't think I've been ghosted, baby. I'm
scared of y'all. Okay, so y'all ain't never really... What'd you say?
Says she's a bad woman.
Okay, bad woman. Don't ghost her. She don't get ghosted. Okay, so how do y'all feel that y'all's past experience dating has impacted y'all dating now? Like any past relationships? Do y'all feel like y'all carry any of that baggage
Yes,
over?
because I feel like all of them be lying.
Okay.
I do.
So you don't trust them?
I'll be lying. I don't.
Okay.
And that's probably why I'm still single.
Because you just don't trust nothing that they say. I feel that. Yeah. Tiaunna?
I think for me, it's just, it made me not take things so serious. I was kind of serious last year in my dating and then got in a situationship and then the situationship ended. So now I'm taking it more casual and I'm in control of it.
Yeah, and you like that better?
And I like that better.
Okay. What about
I think
you,
opposite from their perspective, since I don't really date.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't be like, I don't trust you or not taking you serious. So I think.
So if somebody
not
come
saying
along,
with a more well, not trying to say y'all closed-minded, but I'm saying maybe I'll go in it with a little bit more open-minded because I haven't had nobody just really hurt my feelings before.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's good. So have y'all, so what is, I guess let's talk about y'all's previous experience dating in general. Like, do y'all have some good, like, experiences where it was like, oh, I really like this dude and things went well, but just something happened to where y'all, you know, kind of drifted apart? Or do y'all have experiences to where they were just kind of all pretty much like shitty?
It was cool, then drifted.
Okay, cool, then drifted.
This man hurt you.
She said he was lying.
Still very
That's how it just goes. Like, it's like they be acting. I don't know. Like, they be acting.
It's not their true selves.
Yes. You get into it, then boom, something happened. Like, I thought you was. You're not really this person, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's different.
What about you, Tiaunna?
Mine has been good overall. I kind of get out when it gets a little tough, so I kind of dodge a bullet a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
But I will say, like, I've had a good time dating.
Okay. So when you say you get out when things get tough, like, what does that look like? Like, what does tough look like?
Tough is like if he cheated or if I see like a pattern of a liar or someone that is manipulative. You know? Because a lot of men can really be manipulative out here. So I kind of just, once I notice that, I mean, it takes some time, maybe like a month or 2 months of a pattern. But once I see that, like, we just move on.
Yeah.
Attachment, no attachment, just move on.
And you typically tell them, like, look, you ain't.
Yeah, I tell him, like, this is not going to work. I'm getting, a sign that I know he's not for me is if I start getting insecure. If I'm dating someone and then I'm feeling like, is he dating somebody else? Or are you having sex with somebody else? Like, if I start getting insecure and you're not giving me that clarity, then we need to back off.
Right. So do y'all feel like that's a common trend when dating right now? Like, especially at our age, like, they just won't be clear and, like, honest?
It is, but I feel like women have a lot of control. Like, I feel like we give men more credit than they deserve.
Okay, talk about that. Like, what you mean? No, because I feel I can see where you're going with this.
I would say, like, we let them control the dating scene. Like, it's their way or the highway. Like, we're trying to please them. We're all competing for this man. We're all trying to cook clean and being it over and all this stuff for this man, and he hasn't earned that.
Right.
But then we be like, oh, that man ain't shit, or he a fuck nigga. But really, like, if he got 5 girls, just put yourself in that predicament. If you had 5 dudes doing spending money, doing all these things for you, would you cut off all 5 dudes? Probably not. So, like...
You tried to chew the ice on set?
She did a refill. You did a refill?
Right, we can't take a quick break.
It went down the wrong pipe.
Okay.
I forgot what I was saying.
Girl, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, she was over there dying.
Maybe I wasn't supposed to say
No,
what I was
that was good.
You were doing good.
I love that. So you were saying that you can give them too much control. Like if they were dating 5, if you were dating 5.
Right. If women were dating 5 men and they all gave us all the perks that we wanted, we wouldn't cut them off. But as women, we all do that. Yeah. We don't let that man, like, court us and earn that. We just kind of give that away. And then we be like, oh, you know, he's a fuck nigga, or he that. But really, women, we have the power. We just don't use it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay. So, do y'all require, like, in when y'all are dating? Because this is something that I've been seeing on social media a lot, and like, I feel a lot of ways about it, but I want to ask y'all first. Mm-hmm. So, I've been seeing like topics of conversation where women are like, I'm not going on a date with you unless you cash at me or you buy me an outfit or like show me you serious about spending this money. And again, I got feelings about this, but what do y'all think? Like, is that how y'all feel?
No,
like,
they are fronting on the internet.
Okay, really?
Yeah, no.
Y'all think they fronting?
Yes.
They're definitely fronting.
Yeah. So y'all not saying like cash at me so we can go on a date.
That's like a good example of the internet not being realistic.
Yeah. So do y'all think it's really women out there who feel that way?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Do y'all think niggas is really doing it?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Interesting.
A certain type of guy, yes.
Is just cash apping women for it.
He's attracted
and then now he's looking for something. Once he cash up you, he looking for something now.
So
he's expected to get something from you.
Right. And how do y'all feel about that, like, exchange, like, give me money so I can go on a date? Like, I know y'all saying it's unrealistic, but if it was more realistic, would y'all be down for that? Or are y'all like, that's just a no for me, dog?
No, that's for me, dog. That's superficial. Like, I'm just going to feel like you can just own me by buying me all these things.
Right.
Like, that comes with something.
Right. I'll do whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so since we're on that topic of like buying gifts and stuff like that, do y'all like know y'all's love language, and is like receiving gifts a part of one of y'all's love language or any of y'all's love languages?
Yeah.
I don't think it's high up, but I do like
it's
gifts.
not high up.
Okay.
No.
Do y'all know y'all's primary love language?
Mine's is word of affirmation.
Definitely.
Me too.
Tell me, talk to me, let me in, let me know.
Yeah.
Don't keep me in the blind. I don't want to find out stuff from the streets. Like, I want to find out from my partner.
Right. And you said you like quality time, so you don't really need the words or anything like that.
I think you can say I love you or something, or you look nice, but I don't really need all the words.
And see, I want you to show me you love me. Don't just tell me, show me.
Okay, so you want acts of service too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so tell me and show me.
As a man, yes.
Show me it's easy to text, I love you. Show me, why do you love me? How?
So what are some ways that y'all feel most connected? When y'all are dating a man, like, what are some ways that you're like, man, I feel really connected to you and I feel like you care for me? Or have y'all experienced that from a man?
I have ways, I would say, like words of affirmation, like we're just on the phone, or we're in person and you understand me. I can cry on your shoulder. You know, you really care about me. It's not about you putting gas in my car. I mean, that's a perk, but it's not about the superficial things. It's about like our actual connection. Do you understand me above the image of who I am?
Right. So, do any of y'all have experience being in love?
No.
You don't feel like you've ever been in love with anyone?
Never? No high school?
Not one person you ever was like, I am in love with him.
No.
I said no.
She said the answer is no.
I'll still be there.
Yeah.
Like, really like, oh, I like him.
Yeah.
In love.
Yeah.
That's too far.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. Rikiyah?
No.
So you ain't never been like, okay, so, but you have had experiences where you really like somebody.
Yes.
Probably really liked, but I don't say we're not in love.
Okay, that's fine. But you have been to the stage of like really liking somebody.
Yeah.
So when in those situations, like how has it ended? Like, you know, like, oh, I really like this person. Then where does it go from there?
Why not in love?
Yeah.
They really want me to say?
Yes.
He was a liar.
Damn. So do y'all feel like, Coriel, I know you got experience with these lying-ass men. Or with lying-ass men. Do y'all have experience with men who were just very much untruthful? I mean, because in my past, I did have experience with men who just would lie. Like, what are you lying for?
Yeah, it's like, what are you lying for? It'd be little lies. Like, you ain't have to lie about that. You ain't have to lie about that. Like, why?
Yeah. What about y'all?
I don't think, like, just compulsively lying.
No, but lying sometimes. Interesting.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. He was a manipulator. He wasn't only a liar. he was a manipulator.
Those are the worst.
Like they try to twist the words.
Narcissist.
To me, a liar is a manipulator. If you're lying to me,
you're trying to manipulate my thoughts or what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no.
Exactly.
And why do y'all feel men feel the need to even lie to us? Like, because I know
they're afraid to lose us. That's what I feel like. Well,
so I have some friends. Like, I have a good amount of friends that be like, if you just be honest with me, like some of the stuff you lying about, like, I will know how to move. Like, I won't just drop you, but maybe I'll move a certain way, or, we can figure it out together.
We can go down this road and handle it like this. Instead of you,
So why do y'all feel like they, even though a lot of women are like, just be honest with me, why do y'all feel like they still feel like they should lie?
I feel like it starts at a young age with men. Like, some of them are just little boys. Manhood to me is, walking in your truth.
Yeah.
Like, say what you mean and mean what you say. But a lot of them is still in little boy mode. Like, them lying has nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
because they gonna lie to me, lie to her,
whoever,
lie to the mama. It's all with them. So, like, I think it depends on who we choose.
Yeah.
But
yeah. And have y'all noticed any issues with, like, certain ages, right? So it's like, at a certain age, have y'all noticed, like, men become more mature? Like, y'all, the fact y'all all looked away. No, y'all think these men it's a mindset thing, right?
Yeah. It's all in your mental.
They
are as a man. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. Well, dang. Okay, so have y'all had any experiences dating someone and it going well, and they really wanted you, but you kind of didn't want them back? Like, has that been something like, so maybe on the opposite end of them, like, really trying to get with you, and then you like...
And that's the man I probably should have entertained. Seriously. I think as women, like, we always choose the men that we probably shouldn't entertain. But the one we need to entertain is the one that we really don't
put in that effort, So why do y'all think y'all choose not to entertain those men? Like, do y'all feel like it... I mean, I know y'all don't... Well, I shouldn't say I know, because I don't. Do y'all feel like it's lame when y'all see that effort? Like, what is it about the effort that y'all see from those men, and then y'all end up, like, wanting to recant? Or is it something about them individually? Like, talk to me about that.
I think it was attraction for me.
Oh, okay.
I feel attraction is very important. So you can be nice and sleeping off my feet, but if I'm like, oh, you fine, sleep me off my feet, then it's just kind of useless.
Yeah, so in your specific situations, the men who were putting in the effort were men you weren't really attracted to.
Yes.
Physically.
Yes.
Okay.
I can agree with her, but then I've had, like, other incidents to where they were just so serious that I was afraid. I felt like I was going to entertain, and then I was going to be married in a year.
Ooh, okay. And you didn't want to go that fast. Like, you were scared to go that fast. Yeah. So you kind of retracted yourself from the situation before it could even get that far.
I kind of friend zone him.
Ooh, okay. What about you, Coriel? I got another question for that.
Like, the one I encountered, I feel like he was moving too fast, like, and you're being too clingy already. Like, you just met me.
Okay.
You already trying to do too much.
Yeah. Okay, what's too much? Because that's one thing. Listen, I get a lot of my dating information about, like, what the streets is like from, like, friends, single friends, but also obviously the internet. So I've been seeing a lot of trending posts going around that are talk about, like, women liking a man to be clingy or be affectionate and really want to spend time with them. But Coriel, you kind of mentioned, like, when they do that too fast, you're like, that's a no. So, like, is there a fine line with that? Like, how does that work?
It'd be too much. Like, every day, first off, you're impatient. Like, you're too clingy. Like, if I don't text back in a certain amount of time, you already calling. Or you sending eyeballs, or you sending question marks.
You're not respecting my time.
Yes, you're overbearing.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to take you out. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do this. Sir, calm down.
Okay.
Every time.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be too much. At once. Just chill.
So, with the guy who did stuff like that, was it somebody that you really were attracted to?
No.
Okay. So now my question is...
Handsome, yes, but no, like, we literally just met this summer and you already... It's just now winter, sir. Calm down.
Okay, so now I got a question. If a man who y'all felt maybe was more of the package, right? The looks, the accolades, whatever, and he was coming with that energy, how would y'all feel? Would it be the same, like you doing too much, or would it be like, okay, like I like you and I want that?
If they were like physically attractive,
if they were everything you wanted a man to be, and they were coming with that persistence, you would be
the right man.
Yeah. So for the right man, you okay with the?
But how do you know he right?
Well, not the texting when I ain't text back. Like not
that,
like
regardless that's too far.
Because to me that's disrespectful. Like you messing with my time.
Yeah.
But as far as like wanting to see me or want to go on dates or things like that, then cool. But not like trying to control me. Like why you ain't responding? What are you doing? Like
no, just too far.
Okay. So regardless of how fine you is, don't be doing that.
No.
Okay, so y'all hear the ladies.
Not look that good.
Don't do that.
You're not the only fine man walking this planet.
Amen.
And then. Okay. So it was something that you said, Tiaunna. You said, there was a guy who you felt like was taking things a little too fast and you kind of were a little bit scared about it. Do you feel like he was one that you let get away, or you're like, oh, that happened, so...
No, he hasn't gotten away. I think in perfect timing, it'll align.
Yeah,
it'll align.
So Coriel and Rikiyah, do y'all feel like there's a man out there that y'all maybe used to talk to, serious or not, but that y'all feel like, oh, this could have really been something and I let him get away?
No.
None of them.
No, ma'am.
Not one.
Not one.
Okay, I'm not too surprised. I mean, a little bit, but I just feel like there's always maybe one that was really nice or really kind and looked good that might have just been like, oh, I could see me making that work. Nope. Okay, so do y'all look back on like the men y'all date and be like, why did I do that? Or do y'all look back on the men that y'all dated and be like, okay, like I don't have a bad track record?
My track record is mixed. Like, it's like, why did I do that? But I'm not mad I did that,
Yeah.
I don't regret none of it.
Yeah.
Regrets.
No regrets. What about you?
I would say all of them was a lesson.
Yeah.
Like, even if it didn't turn out the way it was supposed to, I got something from it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a big deal.
Okay. So when y'all, we'll take it back a little bit further. When y'all were younger, were there ever times in y'all's like childhood where y'all planned y'all's wedding in y'all's mind or y'all's life and was like, ooh, I want to be married by this age and have kids by this age? Or y'all always go with the flow people?
I thought I would have kids by 25.
Okay, kids by 25. What about married? Did you plan? You weren't worried about that?
I was, but I didn't put no time
date on it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Yeah, we didn't put a date on marriage.
But what about kids? Like, was there a certain age that you felt like you would have these things accomplished by?
Probably at 12, I knew I didn't want kids.
Okay.
And it's stronger still.
Yeah, it gets stronger.
You still don't want any? No.
Oh, you don't?
No. If I can make it through without. I mean, I feel like if I'm in love, then I can do that as like a sacrifice. But
a sacrifice?
Like, maybe sacrifice is the wrong word, but I don't want
a compromise.
A compromise. There you go. Yeah, compromise.
That's a big compromise, though.
That's a big compromise. That's what I said. I gotta be in love.
Yeah,
but
that gotta be your man for real.
Yeah.
I know.
So, actually, I want to dive into this a little bit deeper. Kids. How do y'all want to have kids? Outside of Rikiyah, we know her answer, but Tiaunna and Coriel, do y'all want kids?
I want a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so how would y'all?
Like 5 or 7.
5 or 7.
That is a whole lot. That is a whole lot, girl.
Big family, girl.
5 or 7. Not 5
I
or
got
6.
9 siblings, so I want a big family.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So how do y'all? Is that a deal breaker? Like if a man is like, I really don't want kids, is that a deal breaker?
Yep.
He's the whole package, but don't want kids.
Bye.
Ain't the whole package then? Huh?
Yep.
What about you, Tiaunna?
It's not a deal breaker because later down the line, if he with me, he gonna want kids.
Yep.
Period.
So would you? Period. So would you still get with them? And then what if later on down the line he was still adamant about not having kids? What does that look like for y'all?
Honestly, I mean, I would if he's my partner, I'll be happy either way.
Regardless, kids or no kids.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if Coriel and Tiaunna, did y'all answer the question about like planning? You did. You said you wanted kids by 25. Tiaunna, did you say like a timeline on your life? You didn't have one?
Yeah, I had one. I think, and this is probably off the subject, but it is on the subject. But I think it's like women, we fantasize about that at a young age.
We do.
Through like Barbie dolls or through like princess movies or whatever. So they program us to be that type of way.
Yes.
But then when it comes to dudes, all they doing is playing in the rocks and playing basketball. And that's why they be like, oh, let's go with the flow. Yeah. And then women, we be like, you on a time limit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I did. I never had, like, a time frame, but I did want to be, like she said, like, 25 and up and have kids.
Starting that.
Yeah.
So how do y'all, like, with y'all being single now, and I know you mentioned you're 24, but Coriel, you're 27, do y'all feel, like, sad about not meeting that timeline that was in your mind when you were a child?
No, because I feel like everything happened for a reason.
Yeah.
So, no. But now I want them before I'm 30.
You push it back.
No.
No. Just
you want to start at least.
Yeah.
Start getting up there.
Yeah. What about you, Tiaunna? Does it sadden you at all?
No, I have to already program in my mind that if I do end up single with no kids, that's just the reality as a Black woman. It's okay. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to travel. I'm going to live my life.
Yeah.
It's okay. I have to be happy. I can't be bitter. I can't.
Right,
so it's okay.
Right. Okay, so back to kind of what you kind of hit on as far as like, as women and young girls, we are programmed to be more of like family oriented and worry about our timeline and like, oh, I need a husband. Oh, I need this. But then, like you said, boys be just like, oh, look at this dinosaur, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, what the hell? Like, we don't be worried about that. So how do y'all feel about how society tries to steer women one way and not really the same for young men? And like, do y'all feel like y'all will change that narrative for your children or your nieces, nephews, things like that? Like, what do y'all think?
That's a heavy question.
A little bit. We can sit on it.
But like a whole separate topic of a question. We'll go to another way.
Would I cherish? Yeah, okay. I would change that narrative, especially with my my boy, my son. He has to understand that he is human. So, he has emotions just like a woman. He has, he can cry. It's okay. He needs to also know how to please women, not just dog women out. In the Black community, we need to really be considerate of that when it comes to our boys, not just keep them busy with sports and all these mediocre things.
And sports ain't the only way
out. You said earlier, teach them how to be, prepare them to be a man, because like you said, a lot of them are grown and still are.
Exactly.
Don't put too much on them while they little either, though. Let them be boys, but not, too much.
Yeah. Like, in my opinion, like, men that are scared to step into that realm of like being a manhood and being family oriented, to me, you're running away from your purpose of being on life. Like, your purpose.
Tiaunna.
I'm sorry.
No, come on, you're freaking.
But to me, your purpose is to, be my protector, be my provider.
Right.
And I am like, with you beside me, I'm even more greater. So like, I'm missing my other half. But men, they like, oh, I just want to, go with the flow. And let's just take it easy. Let's see where it goes. Like, they got too many options out here. Like,
why do y'all think they are like that outside of the option? And I know you kind of mentioned it, and I agree. Like, I think women give men a little too much credit. But why do y'all think, like, outside of that these men act the way they do? Because I feel like even in marriage, first of all, in marriage, there's a lot of growing on both ends. But I know, like, sometimes men's perspectives or just, like, the way they act can be very much so, what's the word I'm looking for? One, unrealistic, and then two, maybe like outdated or just like immature.
Nonchalant. They're real nonchalant.
Men can be very nonchalant, and that's one thing me and Jeremy talk about too. Like, just on another note, is the fact that with us being married and us like having to go through stuff, I had to tell him, like, you have to go to therapy and be able to communicate how you feel. Because I'm a feeler. I like emotions. I like to talk about it. Don't be over there mad. I can feel that energy. I sense that. So I need you to be able to communicate to me, why you feel the way, you do, or how you actually feel. Because at first when we got together, he was not comfortable communicating his emotions. He didn't even know how he felt. Like, it would be like, it was either mad or sad. It wasn't like, I'm anxious or just any other emotions. So why do y'all think men, though, why do y'all think they don't know how to feel or don't know how to communicate how they feel? They don't know how to express
it because they were brought up to be a man.
Yeah.
You don't have to show emotion. You a man. Don't be showing her you soft or you got feelings. When in reality you do. You're human.
You do.
Like you said, it's outdated training or whatever you want to call it. It just
programming.
I think along with that, like they think women don't appreciate them expressing their feelings.
Being vulnerable.
Yeah,
you know,
kind of part in that too.
Yes, we do. No, you're fine. We do. Just like how we mentioned earlier, like we want them clingy, but not too clingy. You know what I mean? Like to their mind, they can't win. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I'm trying to be clingy, but not too clingy. So like to them, they just shut down.
Yeah,
that's their nature.
Yeah. So how do y'all try to combat that narrative while you're dating? Like, okay, I don't want you to feel like you can't express yourself, but I even know, and I'm gonna speak from experience because that's what we do on this podcast. But like with me, like I know there were times in my relationship where maybe Jeremy was communicating his emotions at a time that I didn't feel like why the hell you feel like that? And I may have asked him like, you know, like, why do you feel like that? Or like maybe discounted his feelings, which maybe triggered him to like not really want to express them because I was expecting him to be more manly, quote unquote. So do y'all feel like, I guess, have y'all experienced that where y'all have had a man try to be more communicative about his feelings and then y'all felt like it wasn't attractive or like it was like, okay, you too soft? Or have y'all had experiences where, you know, a man was like not really feeling it and you wanted him to communicate more about how he felt?
I grew up with 4 brothers, so I try to be mindful of my response. Even if I don't like the dude and he's being sensitive, I'm not going to say you're being sensitive.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to validate whatever
That's good. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And whoever I'm dating, like if they say something I don't like, I try not to react.
Yeah.
I try to take some breaths. Like, let's just, like one situation, a dude was like, I cheated on you. And, you know, I was like, okay, well, at least I gave him the platform to be honest with me.
Oh, seeing the positive in it. Yeah.
Exactly. So I didn't get physical. I don't do that, you know, because I want to keep that space. You came to me, I gave you that space. But like, so yeah, I try to be mindful of that with the guys I'm dating, just keeping that space of being honest. And I'm not going to react.
Yeah.
Honest and open.
So have y'all ever felt like a man was too sensitive for you? And do y'all feel like that's fair?
Is it fair? No, it's probably not fair.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to like if our relationship is like that, like if like I don't know, I find that sometimes men, they fantasize about me. They don't even know me, but they fantasize of the idea of me. And to me, if you're being sensitive and you don't even know who I am, to me, I don't feel the same. But if we have built a relationship and then you're being sensitive, oh, please come to me. You know, let me be your comforter. But if we just dating 2 weeks in and you like, oh, this is going on and like, I'm going to validate you. But, you know, don't expect me to always answer that phone call because, you know, we're not tied in like that.
Yeah. So would y'all judge like a man, like if y'all dating 2 weeks in and you're really going through something and you just need an outlet and you share with him and he like, would you judge him for not being comfortable and be like, oh girl, I just dated you, like you're doing too much? Like, cause you know, I'm guilty of this myself. I'm guilty of this myself, is that a little bit of a double standard of like what a man can do as the protector, the provider, and what a woman can do. But the more I go to therapy individually as well as with my husband, the more I realize like men need that too. Like, you know, maybe they need an outlet and they don't have anybody else. And no matter, like I said, because it can be like, you're being too sensitive. Like I can sometimes, well, Jeremy not so much because he's not really sensitive, but I see past relationships where I know a man may have been more sensitive. I'm like, dude, ew. But it's like, as I learn more about, you know, humans and our emotions and the fact that men have the same emotions as we do, you know, I look back and feel like, you know, maybe I wasn't being fair and allowing them that same space that they allowed me. Because I know I can be emotional. And 2 to 3 weeks in, if I'm really rocking with you, I may share with you some things that are going on. Things. And then I know on the opposite side, if it was, I have experienced, like I said, where I was like, next, like you too soft for me. And that's not right. But I shouldn't say that's not right. I feel like that's not right. But how do y'all feel?
It's not right. Now that you said that, I'm like, damn, I just said that.
No, it's okay. It's the reality though, Tiaunna.
He's coming to you like that for a reason, you know. Right. So like, just try to comfort him, have an understanding. But
yeah.
Now, if you too damn crybaby-ish.
see. So do you think? But y'all think that works on both ways, right? Like a woman can be too damn crybaby.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I don't think I would go until spill my feelings out in 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah. You don't think you would at all?
Not in 2 to 3 weeks, no.
Do you feel like you should be able to though?
Probably not.
Okay.
Because I feel like if we're doing that, then I feel like maybe too heavy just to be early on. Because like you said, you might just like, no, it's too soon to be over here crying and stuff like this, and it's awkward, and y'all still feeling each other out.
What if the connections is just like
strong?
Strong.
Yeah.
Maybe gotta be strong.
Yeah, because I
had anything that strong.
Yeah, I know. For me and Jeremy, when we started dating again, the connection was real strong from jump. Like that first date, it was.
You said again. You knew this man.
Oh, true. So maybe if you dated somebody that you knew.
She said true.
We did. We had dated before, but I will say we had took a 2-week break. But when we first started dating again, like that connection may be strong. Yeah. And so I know I probably, and I can't remember, I might have, I might not have, but like just really be like sharing. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. Like I said, I feel like it's a little, as I learn more and grow more within myself and within like my marriage, I'm like, damn, as a woman, I do have some double standards. Like it's certain things that I'm like, I can do this, but when I see a man,
you do it,
it's giving.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Cut it out.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, like, I've noticed it, not so much in my relationship with Jeremy, but, like, it was somebody else on social media, like another man who was, like, just doing a lot, like, very emotional. And I would say stuff to Jeremy like, hell no. I couldn't be with nobody like him.
Emotional all on social media.
You know, but then again, like I said, like, is that fair? Because some men are more in tune with their emotions. And I feel like, you know, for the right woman.
We all got emotions. I feel like it's fair.
For the white woman, but not if, you know, you're just being emotional.
Right. That's
that's different.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to kind of switch gears a little bit. I want to know, like, because this is Ode to Black Love podcast. So I want to know, like, how important is dating in or within your race to y'all? Like, is that, like, absolutely 100% ain't doing outside my race? Or y'all open to all races?
100% African American.
Okay.
She took the words out of my mouth.
100%.
Okay.
Same.
100%.
Okay, so why y'all feel like that? Like, why do y'all feel like it's necessary, it's required?
I just love my brothers. I just
black
on black. Like,
yeah.
Black on black. You understand me, I understand you. Like, our backgrounds, our inheritance. Like, we can connect.
I don't want to be sugarcoat with mixing cultures and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
That's just cringy.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Other cultures may feel away.
Yeah.
Date a Mexican and gotta learn Spanish. Wonder if the mama talking about you when you were around.
Okay, you don't even know.
Yeah, and then if you date somebody Caucasian, you don't know if like the other family members are really feeling you. Like it's just a lot.
Y'all not with it. Have y'all ever dated outside y'all race?
Never have, never will.
Like I
have not.
No, only brothers, strictly brown men, black men.
I like my meat.
I went on a date with a white guy.
You did. So how was that experience?
Yeah, tell us about that. Because baby, you ain't dated, you don't date.
I had the nerve to do it with a white
guy. Okay, it was a while ago, but I was just trying to give us some credit on the seat that it happened before.
Okay, so when? How long ago and how was it?
It was probably so super long. So like high school.
Okay.
So super long.
Okay.
But yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
It was.
Do y'all have to do it again? Of race, do y'all feel like it's a double standard between black men and white men? Like as far as like sensitivity, like I feel like white men get a pass for being sensitive or overreacting, and black men don't. Do you think that's fair?
No, but it's
not
a
fair.
White man's country or world.
Yeah,
so.
I 100% think it's a double standard,
Definitely
but I don't know.
is.
I don't know if it's so much a double standard from the black community. I think maybe just the rest of the world in general. Because I know when I look at a white man overreacting, I look at him like,
oh, you a white
you
man.
doing too much.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, when I see a brother overreact, I'm like, damn, who pissed my brother off? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm way more sensitive to when a black man is upset because they have so many reasons to be upset. We as people have a lot of reasons to be pissed off. So when I see a brother angry, like if I see a black man and a white man arguing in the stove, I'm on the black man's side like, hey, what's what he do? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I do think it's a double standard with the rest of the world, and I don't think our brothers get enough credit. When it comes to like them showing their emotions or being reactive, I think I shouldn't say enough credit, but I don't think they get enough grace. I think like with a white man, you know, they getting all aggressive. Like, well, Tommy just has a hot head.
He didn't take his medicine.
But
when it's like with a brother, he angry, he mad, he aggressive.
Always, and even I'm so glad you mentioned that, Tiaunna, because even like with young boys, I see it. I see like we toured a daycare one time, y'all. And we did a daycare tour. I stepped foot in there. I really knew I wasn't going to go with the daycare, but I was being polite. I went through with the tour, and it was a black woman. And one thing she said that really got to me was that my son was like being a little bit rowdy, and he was playing with his daddy. I think he grabbed Jeremy's beard or something. And the woman was like, oh, he's aggressive. And I had never heard anyone call my son aggressive before. But when I heard that, I was immediately triggered. And then I was immediately reminded of the fact that, like, one, black people sometimes perpetuate the culture that we want, that we don't want the world to, you know, perpetuate. Like, we like, oh, don't call black men aggressive. But here it is, this black woman talking to a 2-year-old boy, or he's not even 2, a 1-year-old boy calling him aggressive.
Not even in kindergarten.
He's a kid. He's a kid. And so when I thought about that, I was like, you know, we as a people, sometimes we hurt ourselves, and we have to be careful of that. Because as a black boy, as a kid in general, but as a black boy, don't call his behavior aggressive ever. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a kid. Like, he's behaving like a kid. Right. And then, again, you see a black boy, you know, you call him aggressive at the age of 2. So imagine if he rowdy at 6. He aggressive. He all types of things. Don't let him not know how to process emotions.
Anger management and all that.
12 years old. He bad. He this and he that. And we have to be very, very careful about how we speak of our young men, because it continues into adulthood. Like y'all said, you know, we see a black man, you know, angry, and it's, he was being aggressive, X, Y, and Z. And it's like, no, he's showing emotions that he don't really know how to process. And I know for myself, there are a lot of emotions that I don't even know how to process as a woman, and I have more of a space to. As a black woman, less of a space than white people, obviously, but still more space than our black men. And so when I see a black man being more, you know, emotional or verbal or loud, I'm like, he's hurting, you know, excuse me, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a reason for that. It's not necessarily like, he just want to be
doing it just to do it. Yeah,
exactly.
It's a reason behind it.
It's a reason, and let's try to get to the bottom of that. And also, let's create a space where he can get to the bottom of that. I think the part that I think we kind of miss sometimes, though, is that maybe black women ain't the space for that all the time. Maybe it's a community of black brothers for him to be able to process that. But that's a whole conversation for another day. Therapy, absolutely. Therapy is the number one space. But I just feel like men, especially black men, they need a strong community of men that they can talk to and process emotions with, and just be like, man, this happened to me and it really made me mad. It pissed me off. And, you know, they can kind of sit down and actually talk that shit out together and build each other up. Because I feel like, I do feel like we as black women, we have that space a lot of times. I know I have that space with my friends.
We do.
And I know, like I said, I can only speak from my experiences. Like, looking at Jeremy when we first got together, he didn't really do that with his friends at the beginning of our relationship. So he would just keep a lot of stuff in. But now I see him creating that space for him and his friends to be like, I need prayer. I need y'all to pray for me, or I'm pissed. Yeah, like being really open and candid. And so a lot of times, like, when we have these conversations about like black men and how they feel and just like their actions, I can't help but like think about the fact that like they just have so much trauma. We as a community have a lot of trauma. Definitely. But, you know, black men have a lot of trauma. And so that fuckboyness, you know, not excusing it by any means, because, you have the trauma, you know about it, like, do better. But at the same time, it's like, damn, you know, you just got a lot of issues.
Yeah.
You got a lot of trauma.
Yeah, it comes from somewhere.
Yeah, so how do y'all feel about, since we on the trauma topic, like, how do y'all feel about, like, black men with their trauma? Do y'all feel like as a woman, you should help them work through that? Or do you feel like it's come with your stuff together? Because I'm going to come with my stuff together and we can build, together.
I feel like we all got something to work on, so.
Yeah.
Help him work through it, especially if he's expressing it to you. Don't just turn him down because that's what they used to. Like, nigga, shut that shit up. Be you a man.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
Yeah.
Give him that, motherly love. Even though you're not his mom, but just, like, give him that love.
Yeah.
I think at home is kind of like their safe place. So just being there and able to kind of help them through that.
Yeah. You ain't gotta say that.
I done forgot the question. I had an answer, but I forgot the question.
What was it again? It was, do you feel like, do you feel like
trauma. Do you want to deal with someone's trauma?
Yeah. Jump right in.
She jumped in.
But I think it's like Black women, we do deal with their trauma, whether we want to or not, like through like the history. So yeah, I'll deal with their trauma. To me, that's a part of my job. I understand you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Who else? That's why I don't understand why they step out of the race. Because how is she going to really understand what you've been through?
Like her.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So how do y'all feel about Black men dating outside their race? Do y'all care?
I don't
hate
like
it so
it.
much. I hate it so much.
Okay. Why do y'all hate it so much?
Because
it's us against them.
Yes.
And we all single. Like
one.
it's so many Black women that's single.
Beautiful
and
Black women.
You don't want to uplift your Black family. You want to help empower the mixed brown culture. You need to come help us. Okay, we came from the same shit. Build us up.
Yeah,
okay, you trying to step out.
Come on.
For what?
Yes. Yeah.
Baby, you ain't gonna get no better than this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Period.
She spoke for herself.
Thank you.
Okay. So do y'all ever think like, oh, he like who he like, just throw down, degrade Black women, or it's like, no?
I think it's a fantasy.
What you mean?
Of just like, they think it's kind of like exotic to like go outside of the race.
She gotta be foreign.
Yeah.
Like, we are foreign. We are African American. We are foreign. I am the foreign. Okay.
The foreign
Country.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but for real, we are.
Yeah.
For real, like they're really foreign.
I think them minimizing it though they just like who they like. I think that's an excuse.
You think so?
I think so. I feel like there's something else there, but
okay. So I agree with y'all like 96%. But I think I do have a 4% of me where I do think a man or woman may meet somebody who be like, damn, you are white, but I really love you. And I think in situations like where you really find love, like, I'm not doing it. Let me speak. Like, I ain't no love that strong for me, for Alexis. But I do feel like maybe there are people where it's like, I really love him and he is white.
So can I flip this?
Yeah.
Your 4% is probably actually really like that, but the 96% of them is not doing it for that reason. I don't think.
Okay. Yeah. Well, shut me up. So you think 96% of men just want to do it because it's exotic, it's foreign?
Yeah. I think it's also like acceptable. Like if, let's just say a successful Black man and he's a businessman or CEO or somewhere, and he has a white woman, he's just more acceptable in the society. He's made it. It's an image. You know what I mean?
That's
but
like
with the Black women,
they say they're more submissive. That's what I heard the most. That outside of African American, other races are more submissive.
They don't want to deal with
our attitudes, and we're too headstrong. You know, like we're too dominant. And they want more submissive. Oh, baby, I do this.
And how do y'all feel about that? Because that pisses me off. Like, if you like white women or women outside of the Black race, or if you have a woman who is outside of the Black race, to me, like, do you? But don't you dare try to speak on us being the reason why you do that. Like, because ain't no way it's us or it's our fault that you don't like us. Like, that's just you. So how do y'all feel? Like, do y'all feel like that's an excuse, or do y'all feel like, what do y'all think?
It's an excuse. it's an excuse for me.
Yeah.
I think you don't like your mama, your grandma, your
I say
auntie.
because you was raised by us, so I don't get it.
Come on.
Yeah, you got some type of trauma that you have not dealt with.
Yeah.
You probably don't like yourself, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And so mixed kids is kind of their way.
Mixed kids. Yeah.
That's so interesting to me. Like I said, I understand love is love, but it's when they start doing that, like, Black women don't know how to submit and what? Because I know a whole bunch of Black women submitting. To me, they don't need to submit.
We do submit
all the time.
And that's how we submit to things that we shouldn't submit to.
Exactly.
That's why we all getting played out here as Black women, because we just submitting to all these.
Okay, so how do y'all feel about the idea of submission in general? Because for me, I don't mind submitting. I mean, I do submit to my husband all day, every day. He is the head of our house. It's God, it's Jeremy, it's me, then it's the kids. Like, that is our order, and it's never going to change. But I do know that I submit to my husband because he's a good husband. He's a strong man. He's going to provide for my family. I'm not submitting to somebody who, I'm submitting to him, but I still am acting as the provider and as this and that for my family. Well, we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, how do y'all feel about submission? Do y'all feel like it's a no, or are y'all willing to do it?
I'm absolutely willing to submit, but like you said, if it's a good person, but I'm not just submitting to anyone.
If you're worth it, you show me you worth it, of course, I don't mind.
My nature is to submit.
Yeah.
If I can't submit with you, you don't need to be my man.
Yeah.
Because I'm not able to submit in the world.
Okay.
So let me at least submit when I get home.
Okay.
I still think being submissive is confusing to some people because they think submissive is just do this. Like, I just do everything and cater to you, but it don't really work like that.
Yeah. So how you think it works, like, for you?
So, I mean, just respecting you as the leader and just, like, I guess letting you take the lead and mostly that. But I feel like chores, like, simple things like chores are just, like, you could be the man of the house, but I don't feel like I just need to submit and just cook and just have your plate ready and just do all of that. Just because you're the man.
Iron your clothes. Come on now, you're still him. You're still a man.
We gotta be modern with this now.
Yeah. So I can agree with that. I feel like for us, like, submission is like, I trust you with the decisions of this family, but I appreciate you consulting me. And my husband consults me all the time. And that's what I feel like people are missing is, like, when I submit to you, that does not mean you need to control every aspect of our lives without consulting me. Like, do I think, or does my husband have the final decision? Absolutely. But he doesn't even take that responsibility as, like, well, I got the decision and I'm going to make it. It's, well, what do you, we talk about stuff all the time. It's really, it never really looks like, oh, Jeremy has the final decision, because we never really get to a point like that. But it's always a conversation. But I know that if anything came up to where it's like, damn, I really don't know, he don't really know, I would trust him to make the decision. Or if we both were going back and forth on something that I felt a way, he felt a way, I wouldn't mind letting him make a decision, because I know he's going to do his due diligence as my husband and as a provider for my family. So even if that decision may not be the best for us, or may be like, oh, it ends up going bad in the later on in life, it's like, I trust that you did
in the process.
And I trust you did, your due diligence in regard to that. But again, we don't really get to that point, because it's like, if I interject and say, well, no, I don't really think that, he'll be like, oh, okay, like, we'll actually communicate about it. And I think some men feel like it's their way or the highway. And to me, that's just so toxic. Like,
and close-minded.
Women are not the same where we just need a man. So that's not going to fly today, because somebody's like, it's my way, and that's it.
Well, the sad thing is, I think it does fly sometimes. What y'all think?
Yeah.
I feel like some women do allow that. Do still allow that, like, to fly.
And then we blame them. We be like, ooh, he a fuck nigga. Back to what I was saying.
Yeah. And it's like, no, it's
not
women
like to experience that.
Okay. So we're kind of talking about submission, and I kind of want to pull a question from the mailbag. So I had a few men send me questions that they wanted to ask, single women, and I think it's the perfect time to add one of those questions. So as far as submission goes, are y'all submitting to any man, or are you all only submitting to a man who makes more money than you, or is actually like fulfilling these certain characteristics of like being a sole provider, the breadwinner, I'm a stay at home? Like, are there rules and regulations to that, or not?
No. It's rules and regulations.
Okay.
I'm not just submitting to anybody.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. What about you, Tiaunna?
I'll submit if you're a protector.
Yeah.
If you are knowledgeable, if I can learn from you.
Okay.
If you're guiding me in my spirituality, or if you're a provider.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't necessarily mean like you have to earn more.
Okay.
But are
Let's
you
talk about
doing your part in that?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll submit to my man.
Yeah. So how do y'all feel about the out-earning perspective? Like, do y'all feel like he has to make more money than you?
No, but I want you to, like, don't just let me be the top earner. At least try to get up there where I am, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't just let me out-earn you. At least try to get up there or try to get over me. Like, let's be right here.
Okay.
I don't want you to just settle down here. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Be complacent.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can talk about this, but I would like you to have probably money or just a little bit more, but it's fine if you don't.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
like we said, ambitious, and so having that
Got
drive.
you.
And then I feel like having less may cause some problems because they may feel like we're intimidated or insecure, and so they may want to like go out with trauma or whatever it is and like try to cheat or just go find their outlet to kind of have that dominance that they feel like they're missing. So that's kind of where I feel with it.
So y'all mentioned like y'all kind of want them to match your drive or just kind of be close in pay. Specifically Coriel and Rikiyah. So what if it's someone who has a strong drive, but they really enjoy being a teacher, and teachers don't make a lot of money, but you're an engineer, you make, more than a teacher. Are you okay with dating someone whose career just never really makes that much money, but they work really hard?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what make you happy. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Just go get them out of Oklahoma so they can make some more money.
Learn how to manage what you're making, baby.
Yeah. So how do y'all feel about like sharing household responsibilities? So I know y'all kind of all mentioned being okay with, making a man making more money as long as he's ambitious, but like, are y'all okay with like supporting the house and paying all the bills if necessary?
Supporting all the bills?
Most of the bills.
If necessary. How long is necessary? I don't feel
just
like
if it's a teacher,
if it was okay, like
and they make $45,000
every month, just pay all the bills.
Okay, not all of the bills, y'all. Maybe you have more money
for sure to help pay bills.
Yeah, I don't mind helping pay bills. But are you handling other? Is he handling other stuff? Like,
yeah. Say he's doing all the things he needs to do, but you just have to pay maybe majority of the bills or fund the traveling and just fund a lot of the things
like Wi-Fi bills or like rent.
I'm talking mortgage.
Bills.
I'm talking car notes. I'm talking.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Because listen, so how about this? He make $50,000 a year. You make $100,000 a year. Mm-hmm. Y'all bills are about. I'm gonna say $50,000. That's a lot, but that's loans. That's everything. Total $50,000 a year. Y'all pay in like all of y'all's bills and stuff. So that's all of his income. So even if he paid all the bills, like, are y'all okay?
If he paid all the bills with just $50,000,
I guess it was y'all money together. Like what?
That's a lot.
Okay, it is, but it's the reality of some folks.
This is my answer today, and this might be toxic. But if he gets paid $50,000 and I get paid $100,000, you're gonna have to pay $50,000 for the bills.
Okay, so
and then my money is gonna go to investments and travels. But that's my answer today. That's how I'm feeling right now.
Okay, so in this moment, that's how you feel. Okay, let me ask you this: in this moment, though, does that mean he don't get no spending money, or you give him allowance?
Yeah, see, that's the
He's only getting an allowance.
That goes back to that.
Yes, that's
where they start feeling insecure because we got to get allowance from our girl. And
right. And they hate that.
Yeah.
They hate that.
So that's where it goes back
to
to
me, if you want to be a teacher, you have to accept that role. Like, You know what I mean? You can't be a teacher and then be insecure and intimidated. You can't. You have to own who you are.
Yeah.
So if you own who you are, then baby, I got everything besides the 50,000. Okay, on the beat.
You said put all that 50 in.
But I give you
play with my
like,
money.
some. But that's my answer today.
Yeah.
Might be different tomorrow.
Nah, I say we're gonna have to be splitting that because some of your 50 need to be going to savings. And we need to invest some. Cause like travel, like you said, travel, and then just emergencies too. So I don't need you just giving me your all.
Just
yeah.
So would you want to like split the bills 50-50 and then whatever he got left over, that's his?
Yeah,
and
but I'm gonna need him to get a side hustle.
You said tutor something. I need you to
need more money.
Teacher,
something.
I think it goes back to just being ambitious and want to do something else.
Do more. Yeah. More. You can always have more. So why not strive for that?
You gotta be secure in it, because I feel like insecurity would just be the big problem. In that.
Yeah.
Okay, so since we already in the mailbag, I'm gonna just do some quick hot seat questions for y'all. I'm gonna start with you, Coriel. Does height really matter to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I don't want to be looking down at my man.
Okay, so he has to be taller.
I need tall, dark, and handsome.
Okay. Like,
she looked at the camera.
She said if you watching this and meet
tall,
that.
dark, and handsome. Yeah. I'm about 5'5", 5'4".
Okay.
Whichever one.
So tall is 5'7"?
I need tall. I want to feel secure.
See?
She said 5'7".
No, I need him to be at least 6 feet.
Oh, my
At least 6 feet.
At least 6.
So not 5'8", 5'9".
Not 5'10".
6, sir.
Okay.
6 and up.
Okay.
I don't want to be somewhere Popeyes getting into it with somebody there. My nigga
What if
pull
they
up
short
and he
and
just
stocky?
little.
It's some dudes who can fight.
I surely don't want stocky. I don't want stocky at all.
Okay, so since we're here, because this is a hot topic.
She said,
in these
girl, you
streets.
tripping.
It's a hot topic in these streets. So I now want to ask all of y'all, how y'all feel about dating men that are shorter?
He could.
What is short term?
Yeah,
Because you didn't got a little heavy
be
with
taller
that.
than me, just taller than me.
Okay.
I won't even just put it on 6 feet, but taller than
taller
me.
than
Like
you.
I don't want to be the same height. I just don't.
Okay.
At least a little taller.
So when I say shorter, your height and above, or are you willing to date somebody shorter than you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so your height and above.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 5'7" and above.
Okay, you 5'5".
5'5".
Okay, so just you need 2
Get
inches.
taller than me, please.
A little tall.
A little
Okay,
bit.
what you
Or at
think?
least neck and neck. Like, come on now. With some weight on you.
Okay, so maybe a little stockier. Okay. But y'all would never date nobody shorter than you, right? No. Total package, just shorter.
Never.
Not total package, huh?
Small? No.
Okay.
Total package. It ain't total package if you shorter than me.
That's fair. So because this topic to me is hard. I wouldn't date nobody shorter than me either. I wouldn't.
Why is it
I'm
hard?
married though. It's hard to me because I be feeling bad for the shorties.
But they get theirs.
They surely
They
do.
do.
It's always girls shorter than us.
True, that's true.
So-
I'm 5'2" though.
And some
And I've
tall
seen some
girls
4'11" dudes, 5 foot dudes. And I just be like,
You have?
I have, girl. We went to school with some little babies.
Both my uncle's wives is taller than them by at least 3 inches.
But I guess I just be feeling a little bit bad because I know, Coriel, you kind of mentioned like I need a man more masculine or to be able to fight, in a situation. It's like, dang, just because you're
Shorty can probably fight.
Yeah.
He gonna have to pack a pistol. He gonna have to pack a pistol, baby. I understand you win some, you lose some, but I don't want to lose.
Next mailbag question. I think I already asked that one. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go with you, Tiaunna. Next mailbag question is, what is your favorite physical feature on a man?
My favorite physical.
Pick one. Actually, all of y'all can answer these because now I just want to know.
Don't
y'all
put me on the
answers.
spot. 'Cause I don't know.
You don't know?
I like a smile.
Okay.
That was my first
I
thought,
like a
but
smile.
Not Corey. Rikiyah?
My smell was a good one. But I do like chest, though.
I like
I
arms
like a good
second.
chest.
this might be off, but hair.
Okay.
If they got a fucked up hairline,
She said it with so much passion.
She's pissed off about that. Because why is your hairline like that? She said.
Yeah, because that goes through generations.
Yeah.
They go through generations.
No,
Yeah.
but really, they hair.
Yeah.
Like, they
I
hair.
like small arms.
So are you
and
saying like
legs.
texture or just like hairline or like the style they wear?
Or all
what?
of it.
The style, the way they hold it, the hair. I don't really care about the texture, but you know,
too hairy or not so
yeah,
much
not
hair?
too hairy, nice and groomed. I like groomed.
Mm,
A man
okay.
to keep himself together.
Keep yourself together.
And since
Like if you don't have a hairline, please
Beijing,
Make
ain't it called
some
Beijing? What's it
do
called?
that dye stuff.
Yeah. What if it rinse off?
Girl, that ain't my man. Okay, that's my man for the Bowie.
Okay, so I have a question. Because we kind of talked about like some things like the height and just like physical features. Do y'all feel like there's a double standard when it comes to like if men had these preferences, are y'all okay with them? Like, you're like, ooh, I don't like big girls, da da da.
Because
Or,
you like
ooh.
what you like.
Okay,
You like
okay.
what you like. Everybody like what they like,
Okay, what y'all agree with that?
But that foreign stuff.
Yeah, I feel like you like what you like, but I also feel like I don't know. Well, maybe not because I feel like we like chocolate, so maybe it's a double standard.
I was about to say,
But yeah, I'm about to say I feel like the little mixed girl thing,
the light skin thing,
Yeah.
like only wanting them light skin, you think that's out of line?
No,
I think that's like
It's
being
just-
brainwashed. I
Yeah.
think the media pushes a certain image for black men and black women.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I be kind of thinking like, is my type really my type? Is my type the next girl type? And I just think he my type because everybody
Society
like
has
him.
told me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm.
that's a good way.
That
to
is
put
a
it.
good way to think about it.
Mhm.
Okay, so do y'all, because I know, Coriel, you mentioned like, well, I like chocolate brothers. You wouldn't be mad though if you liked a dude that was chocolate, he's like, oh, I only date light skins. Like, would you be pissed off
You're
about
not
that?
the one for me. You're not the one for me.
Would
Yeah.
you be offended?
No, you like what you like. I like what I like. I wouldn't.
I was
be
on a
offended,
date
but
with this. I'm sorry. I was on a date with this guy, and I asked him if he ever dated a white woman. He was like, "Oh yeah." I said, "How was it?" He said, "It was great." I was offended. I said,
You was offended because
"He got cut off after that." Like,
You
you're
said it was
sitting
great. You
here.
should have said okay.
Yes, and he said it with so much. Oh, it was great.
Well,
Oh,
if it's so great, why you on date with me?
you need to go back to her.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be offended if I was a darkened complexion and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I only date light skins." You a dumbass.
Yeah.
I think I'll be offended a little bit too.
offensive, yeah.
Yeah.
but I can't get mad at you.
Yeah, because you like what you like. Yeah.
But would you date someone light skinned?
Never.
No.
Oh.
Never.
Never.
You have you ever
Like, what's light skin like?
like lighter than me?
Mm-mm.
Like mixed, like
Mm-mm. Never.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I done dated well done and medium well. Anything rare and
This girl said they steaks.
oh my god.
She giving them steak complexion.
Okay. Well, maybe it is a double standard.
I'm just saying,
I don't know.
y'all.
The way they brag about it.
I don't know. To me, I be feeling like it's a
I don't
double
know.
standard. But then I remember like, I don't know, because I be feeling like,
We do it too.
well, no, I just be feeling like it's dark because I'm darker skinned myself. So like, as a dark skinned woman, I feel like when they say they don't like dark skinned women, it's like you said, it's more of a brainwash. But I feel like when we say we like chocolate brothers or browner brothers, like it's I don't know. I feel like it's more of a preference because we are more brainwashed than one light skinned man.
Yep.
So when we say we want something a little bit different or darker, like I don't know, I just feel like it comes from a different space. But then I'm like, well, shit, am I not being fair? So part of me be feeling like it's double standard. But then when I think back on, it, I'm like, no, because dark skin is not what society has pressed us to want. Like,
Exactly.
that's
well, it's a trend now.
it is now. That's true.
And I would say growing up, I was more into light skins or brown
Light skins,
skins.
light skins.
Dark
yeah.
skins, you was what did they use? A chicken booty, African booty, African booty.
scratchers.
African booty?
Yes,
Black
that's what we used to call them.
Yeah.
So to me, it's
Yeah.
also brainwashing. That's why I say, is my type really my type, or is
Yeah,
the
that's
media
true.
type?
I feel like I've always liked the little dark skinned brother.
I always have it.
But I think it's because I've always been dark skinned. And you know what? It probably does stem from the brainwash thing because it's like, oh, I like this dark skinned dude because light skinned dudes only gonna want light skin. You know, like I'm just setting myself up to already like this because that's what's probably gonna like me because light skin, you know. So maybe it is something to do with brainwash at an early age. I don't know. That's a good topic. If y'all have any, opinion on that, like leave a comment because we want to talk about it. Like, what y'all feel about that?
Let us know.
Right. Okay. So the next mailbag question is, sorry, I didn't even read it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So the next mailbag question is, are looks the most important for y'all when dating?
I wouldn't say most important, but it's up there. It's up there. It's up there.
How high? Like 2, 3?
2.
Oh. So what's number one?
Your mental and your spiritual,
yeah.
like who you are really as a person, really matters most.
Yeah,
because how you look, like how you act is going. How they say
show looks.
How they say she cute, but she got a bad attitude.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that. Like you can be handsome, but if your mind ain't right, you ain't ambitious, you don't talk to God. All that plays a part.
Yeah.
All of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What y'all think? Same?
Yeah, I would say it's like 3.
Mm-hmm. What's top 2?
Along with what she said, mental and your leadership. Yeah.
I mean, they did good ones.
So it's like top 3 for you.
Yeah, top 3 for sure. Because I don't feel like I can be attracted to you if I'm not.
Yeah, and you ain't just got to be fine.
Yeah.
If you too fine, then it's just got a problem.
I'm thinking you toxic.
Yeah, you too fine. It's just ain't no way you trying to just sit down.
Right, exactly.
Right. With the age of the internet, there's no way.
Okay, so you kind of mentioned like talking to God and stuff. Is having a relationship with God 100%. Very important to y'all?
100%.
Okay.
Yes.
So
you don't have to be. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say it don't have to be perfect, but you gotta like grow and just like
you gotta have a relationship.
Be willing to like increase your faith or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But, yes.
Believe in something.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes. Stand on what you believe in.
And stand on what you believe in.
So are y'all good with dating someone who has a strong faith but maybe not in Christianity or in God? It may be like Muslim or...
I haven't ran across anyone like that yet. Everybody, never mind.
Okay. What about you, Tiaunna?
Come back to me.
Okay, Rikiyah.
I don't think so. I haven't learned how to do that.
You haven't learned how to date someone who
ain't learned how.
Yeah.
So no.
So when you say learn how, you think it's something that maybe you can get jiggy with, but you just would have to grow.
Transfer them over to Jesus.
Yeah.
So let me tell you about God.
Okay.
Well, let me pull out my Bible.
She one of them not going to
Right.
You cute. I like you, but let me just tell you about God.
Yeah. But if they open,
I haven't got that far, so just probably no.
Okay, because if they're not open to like your religion, is that a deal breaker?
Unfortunately,
yes.
Yeah.
So you got to be into your religion.
Yeah. Let's just keep it simple, easy. Let's just like God.
What if he bring you over into his religion though?
Let's just love God.
Yeah, he might bring you over to.
That's all. You just gotta love God and just keep pushing.
Okay. So Tiaunna, do you got?
So I have dated like a Muslim brother. That was different, but I will say like my personality, my beliefs is not first. Her personality, her beliefs may be first.
Yeah.
Or, but mine isn't first. But to me, like, and this might be controversial, but to me, like, belief changes. Like we can have the same image of God and Jesus, but for me, I used to think Jesus was white. Now I think Jesus is black.
Yeah.
So, to me, like, beliefs changes. So, like, for my man, as long as we're guided in our truth, I don't care. It's our truth, our belief. But if my belief was first, then But I believe in the higher power. Yeah. And I believe that we're all chosen. So they have to believe that. But if they're in the Muslim right now, but they're gonna have to convert over and be open to my beliefs.
Yeah. I see that. Okay, so Tiaunna, I got a question specifically for you because you've been talking. Sorry, but you've been hitting on some things that I really. I want to hear more about and that I kind of love, but you've been talking about like a man's role, you know, on this earth is to provide and protect, things like that. And you're like, I know my role. Can you talk a little bit more about like what you think the role of a man is and what the role of a woman is? I know that may be heavy, but I want to dig into that.
The role for a woman is our nature is to be feminine.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that is creating a home. That is being a sacred place.
Mm-hmm.
That is feeding our man, knowing how to cook clean. That is being a kind-hearted woman.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of Black women are walking around angry, and that's not our role.
Yeah.
You know, that's what is put on us by society.
Trauma, all of that.
Trauma.
Yeah.
I think it's just being lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, just being lighthearted, welcoming people in.
Nourishing.
And as a man, his is masculine. So, you know, just being a provider, being a protector, someone that I can trust your opinion on. I can trust your word. Yeah.
Oof, that's good. Okay,
I have a
do y'all
question
have...
about that?
Okay.
Do you think it's too much weight on them to feel like they need to be a provider and a protector? I think that's maybe why they be trying to.
I think it depends on what your definition of provider is. To me, I'm not saying you have to be in the streets 24/7 earning that money. I'm just saying you have to be able to lead us. You have to be able to provide or have the knowledge of something. Help guide. Like whether that's, you don't have to know how to build a home, but please know the information. Type thing.
I feel like that can be intimidating for them though. Like for some of them.
That's why they don't step into that role.
I was just about to say, so I agree with those roles like that you just said. And I think the difference is like allowing them, if they do feel that pressure, to have a safe space to come to and say, hey, I'm feeling a lot of pressure.
Position.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like then that's what we should do as women, as Black women, is like, yeah, I know you have a lot of weight on your shoulder. I know this is not easy. I'm here to support you in that role. So I don't think it changes the role. And I do think it adds that pressure, but I think it's what it's intended to be, and it's our nature to just be there to comfort them when they do feel that pressure, and to make things lighter, like you mentioned at home, being safe space, like making sure home is a safe space, because when they go out and have to be that provider and that image for our families, you know, that when they come home, they can kind of take that guard down and be looser with you and be them. So I agree with those roles, and I'm glad you kind of hit on that,
because all the weight isn't on them. Like we also have masculine roles about us, and they have feminine roles about them. So it weighs itself, but our primary roles is our primary roles. Right.
I agree with that. And like I said, I just think it's very important as women to create that space for whoever we're in a relationship with, in love with, and married to, so that they do feel that they have that safe space at home. Because don't nobody want to go out, 8 to 10 hours in a day and deal with all the bullshit they deal with
at work, and then come back home and they dealing with more. And I'm not saying that men don't mess up and you shouldn't be able to present their F-ups to them, but what I'm saying is, home should be a safe space for both of y'all. So when he come home, he know as a Black woman, you have to deal with some shit too. And so just making sure, when y'all go home, y'all that safe space for each other, and like you said, lighthearted as a woman, but also as a man, for your spouse and things like that. So
I want to go back to what I was saying about men committing. They didn't grow up with a lot of the resources that they're, so we're putting this burden on, back to what you were saying. So that's why they don't feel comfortable stepping into that position. So as women, we kind of have to be considerate of that and not just be like, oh, you didn't do this, okay. We kind of have to teach them. Type of thing, because uncles wasn't around, daddies wasn't around.
Right. Yeah. And I think that teaching is like that extension of grace on both sides. Because I think Black men also have to extend us grace when it comes to us being, maybe strong-minded and like very like set in our ways, because it's like, while they didn't maybe have good examples of uncles and dads, like some of us didn't have that either from moms and uncles and dads. So we maybe have this image of a strong mom where they did all these things. So, give us grace when it comes to like being so strong-minded. And make sure we know that we cannot be that with you. Because I think, on both ends, it's a lot. Like, we all got a lot of trauma. We all got a lot of growing to do. We all have a history, and we just all need to extend that grace and teach each other, what it is to be loved and love each other and feel loved and things like that. So,
yeah. I think we're like a product of like the crack era. That crack era messed us up.
That tore us up.
And now we have to rebuild. They locked a lot of black men up and put us all on drugs.
Yeah. And shoot, before that, all the segregation or all of that racism. It's just been hard. Y'all, black people have had it hard. Yes, we have.
It's like never just been easy.
Yeah.
Do y'all feel like black men want to commit though?
No, they're not ready.
And that's why I was
like as a whole,
they like the options of having options.
And that's why I was going with like
what I feel.
Intimidated by being in that because
I do think some do. I really do. I think some do, but I don't think majority do. No. I have some, black male friends and black just men that I'm around, and they're like, oh no, I'm having fun. Especially like at this age. Like in my mind at this age, I would think men wanted to be more settled down and just start building that home, that family unit. Yes. But a lot of the black men that I know that are single, like, I'm chilling. I'm the goodest. Life is great.
Having fun, yeah.
And I don't know if they want to commit. And I don't know why. Like, that's a question that I have.
I hope they asked that on the last.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
What makes them not ready to commit? Like, why aren't you ready to commit?
You know what? So,
what's your fear of commitment?
Okay. So we have some questions for the next episode for single men. Like, why don't y'all, or do y'all feel like y'all want to commit? If not, why? And then, just talk to us about some of the things we mentioned and give us some insight. But I really do appreciate all of y'all sitting with me and talking to me about what it's like to be single. Like I said, I'm a little removed, a lot removed from it. But I love hearing the perspectives of y'all because from the outside looking in, like I said, I have the internet and then I have my single friends and I'm like, it could kind of be a little distorted. So I appreciate y'all sharing y'all's very unique and different perspectives. That kind of really concludes today's episode. So one, we appreciate y'all listening. Do y'all have any things y'all want to plug, any businesses before we get out of here?
No, just follow me everywhere, Hair Decor Studios.
Okay. Tiaunna?
I'm resting. I'm good.
Okay. Rikiyah's resting as well. Okay, well, thank y'all so much for tuning into today's episode. We hope y'all enjoyed it. Please leave any comments or questions below. We will have these women's information as far as their at names that they plugged on the screen or in the bio. So if you guys have any questions for Hair Decor, definitely reach out to her because she does do hair. And if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us at info@odetoblackLove.com. Again, we truly appreciate y'all being on listening to today's episode. I appreciate y'all being on, and we'll go ahead and wrap that up. Peace.